What up, y'all? Tanisha, Shireen. Hey, y'all. Yes, let's run that heat talk right now, actually.
You know how they say you supposed to know better? Shit, nigga, I knew better. The way my mom's had me on that.
Oh, nah.
Staying and everything. Shit, nigga, I stayed on the porch as long.
So this just got sent
You understand?
to get mixed.
I sold
finally
10 minutes. Got caught, nigga. The first time I got caught, I was the last time I sold drugs. I knew better. You know what I'm saying? I'ma let the beats talk for me. This my heat talk, homie. Now the streets not for me. Wasn't gonna let them kill me, dawg. No, I ain't getting killed with y'all. Too young to be getting killed and all. I'ma let these.
All right, so yeah, this is the unmixed version. The version I've been running. This the who asked for this? Thank you so much. Yeah, it's all DMV comics. Y'all Bamas, I'm blown. You welling. Real live, real live shit. Hey, hold up, Mo. Hey, you press. Hey, young. So Focus asks, can you hit us with those hits? How can we get that heat talk outside of here?
These emotional acts, putting passion in falsehoods and be calling it fact. Preach. Street laws mistreat y'all and let the system pimp, prostitute, and delete.
So this song just got sent off to get mixed. This do feel like a long ass week at least. This song just got sent off to be mixed. The other songs are available at Cleezy, at SoundCloud /Cleezy. Oh, today is the last day before the. All right, Don, my bad. I'll get to it today. I promise. As soon as I get out of here today, and that's going in the book. I got a lot of work to do, and that's one of them. Joe Clair Radio.
I interview niggas, got a golden pot to piss, and I'm a living cheat code. You ain't gotta listen. 14th and Rhode Island to see.
I got you, Don. So good morning, everybody. Hey, Ursula. Good morning, Sherry. Hey, Elise. Does feel like a long week. Hey, Shireen.
Destinations that I had to get to. You see, I needed to see me with that Morgan State degree, telling jokes to the folks hosting shows on BET. Smoking the bestest rum, drinking the best weed. Jumped a broom with brown skin, getting yoked on the beach.
Let me see. Oh yeah, build a legacy, cause allegedly the big shots never be letting me.
Best believe
I'ma set it up to set it free.
Especially cause these kids
they gotta forever eat.
I'ma let the beats talk for me. This my heat talk, homie. Now the streets not for me. Wasn't gonna let them kill me, dawg. No, I ain't getting killed with y'all. Too young to be getting killed and all. I'ma let these beats talk for me. This my heat talk, homie.
Nicole is on her way to Jamaica. Everybody, let's wish her safe travels.
No, I ain't getting killed.
Y'all have a good time.
Too young to be getting killed and all. Hey, verse 3.
It was like the world versus me, make it young, dumb, hungry, and thirsty.
Ready to fuck some.
Hey, Lord, have mercy.
Bad decision away
from the bullet that cursed me.
Niggas went to jail. Niggas went to the grave. I went to work. They look at me sideways. Something out the something stumbling in my brain. Special ed shit. Bitch,
I got it made.
I didn't do nothing. I never fronted. I never tried to be something that I wasn't. Seen the bullshit coming and tried to rise above it. Down the street money got minds being funny.
Inviting and sent off to prison. Cities on the siege trying to get y'all to listen.
30 plus years and my niggas still missing.
Good morning, y'all. Get your black ass up.
I'ma let the beats talk for me. This my heat talk, homie. Now the streets not for me. Wasn't going
wake
to
your
let
ass
kill
up.
Me,
she said she had monkey bowl of 16.
Too young to be.
Good morning, Tammy.
I'ma let these beats
good morning, everybody.
It's my heat talk, homie. The streets not for me. Wasn't gonna let them kill me, dawg. No, I ain't getting killed with y'all. Too young to be getting killed and all. Hey.
Anyway, good morning, everybody. Thank you, Dre. Good morning, y'all. Sorry about yesterday. My life is getting hectic, and I had some hectic shit to hurry up and take care of yesterday. What up, Ed? Let's have a moment of clarity this morning, if we can, real quick. Let's send some good vibes out. Let's send some strong, positive vibes out. Give me 1 second, Kevin. I seen you. I got you. Let's send them positive vibes out this morning, all right? Namaste, y'all. Moment of clarity. Get to it. I'm in a mood this morning. I'm trying to shake the mood. I'm trying to move without all the extra emotion. Hear me? Sometimes that extra emotion will stop your ass. So I'm trying to shake it this morning. And I want to read to you something from January 14th, 2021. Hey, Beth. Hey, Serena. From 2021. I know that ain't my Serena from around my way. Is that Serena? That's not Serena, is it? Serena, is that you from around my neighborhood? Anyway. This morning, let's talk about getting rid of your limiting beliefs. Shaking your limiting beliefs off and getting to moving on to your next. In the middle of all the turmoil that is going on in our world right now, I am trying to get myself and my family on track to have a good 2023. One of the things I have to put into active practice. Remember the words I said. Active practice. One of the things I have to put into active practice is getting rid of my limiting beliefs. A limiting belief is a thought that occurs again and again in my mind and in yours that holds us back from getting all that we want out of life. It's really as simple as that. One of the biggest parts of getting rid of those thoughts and these thoughts is to confront them, to get with them head on and honestly and earnestly to get to the root of what is making that thought sit there and then get rid of it. It's usually rooted in some type of fear. Fear that's associated with, success. Fear that's associated with a lot of things. The unknown. Fear of failure. Fear of failure and success. That's the same coin. There's people right now who will sit here and sabotage their own success because they're so fearful of it, of moving on to the next level, because this level feels fine. This level is comfortable. I feel good right here where I'm at. There's no need for me to grow anymore. I'm good right here. I have a good enough car. I have a good enough house. I have a good enough life. I have a good enough job. I've said enough things. I don't need to do no more. Meanwhile, God got a whole kingdom for you, waiting right on the other side of that fear that you're supposed to get over. I speak to myself in healthy ways about my procrastination, about my hesitation, about the unhealthy things that I do. I talk to myself in the mirror, or I sit right there and I meditate. I meditate on being better. I do a breathing exercise simply about being better. And it may not necessarily be that you say to yourself, I want to be better. You just may say, hey, I need to get rid of my limiting beliefs. I need to get rid of the fear that's holding me back. I need to get rid of the thing. Somebody told me something a long time ago. I still believe it. Get rid of it. A lot of people have these limiting beliefs. It's not just one person. It's not something that just you're suffering with. We all do. The biggest and brightest and best of us. The Steve Jobs of the world. There's a movie called that Glenn Close is in called Doubt. When she is a nun, even she had doubt. These things creep in. This morning, I just wanted to remind you that these limiting beliefs will keep you stuck if you allow them to. It's your job to get rid of them and your job to move on in progress. Go on to the next level. All right? All right. That's your moment of clarity. Right here on Joe Clair Live. And I bow down to the divine in each and every one of y'all, man. Thank y'all so much. Thank y'all so much for allowing me to get that off my chest. To start my day with positivity. I think black men really need, black people in general really need positivity. But I know a lot of is asked of us. As a black man, I know a whole ton is asked of me. I've never walked in a woman's shoes. So I'm not going to sit here and say, I know what the woman needs. But I am going to say is I understand the bows and the arrows that are coming my way. And I need to start my day with positivity. And I suspect that y'all do too. Uh-oh. What Kevin, what y'all congratulating Kevin for? Kevin, what you doing? Is you in here making woo? Is you in here pitching woo? Namaste, everybody. Pitching, Kevin, is you in here pitching woo? Huh? What is you thanking everybody for? What is Kevin in here doing? I gotta watch him. Oh, 15 years with the wife today. Congratulations, brother. Congratulations. We 15 years deep too. Starting in October, we be 15 years. Uh-huh. Kenneth, you know what's in this cup. Ain't nothing but coffee, bruh. That's it. Ain't nothing but coffee, Ken. Yeah, congratulations, Kevin. To you and Mrs. Lay. Congratulations on 15 years of matrimony. It's a hell of a feat, my good brother. It's a hell of a thing. Because, you know, it's a hell of a thing. Congratulations. Because you know. Shit, yeah, you know. I think I'm going to start a men's podcast called Married as Fuck. Excuse me. I think we're going to start a men's podcast called Married as Fuck, because
are delivering the best comedy show in Prince George's County, and it's one of the best things ever. My man Darren Henson fell through the last show. Don D.C. Curry and Eddie Bryan on the next show, man. We having a great time. Tickets on sale now.
Oh, hold up. No. I'm sorry.
We are delivering the best comedy show in Prince George's County, and it's one of the best things ever. My man Darren Henson fell through the last show. Don D.C. Curry and Eddie Bryan on the next show, man. We having a great time. Tickets on sale now. We are delivering the best comedy show in Prince George's County, and it's one of the best things ever. My man Darren Henson fell through the last show. Don D.C. Curry and Eddie Bryan on the next show, man. We having a great time. Tickets on sale now.
So check it. Get your tickets right now. I'll get your tickets right now. What's up, Craig? Hey, y'all. My man Craig Northup is in here. Me and Craig are in the middle of a couple of things right now. Getting people's homes sold, getting people into new homes, and then I have a property that has to get sold. And Craig is getting that property sold as well. So Craig, let me run this real quick. Me and Craig in the middle of it right now. It's getting thick out here. Uh-huh. It is getting, tell him, Craig, it's not a game out here. Is this it? Yes, let me.
Kind of have to pick your poison.
Which one would you rather have the pressure of? The higher interest rate or the higher cost of the home? Right now, interest rates are up, right? And people are scared to buy because the interest rate is too high and they're like, nah, I'm not moving until that interest rate comes down. But then when the interest rate comes down, the price of the house goes up because you have more offers, more people willing to buy. So, which one would you rather have? Which one would you rather deal with? You won't have to deal with one or the other. That's just how it goes. You're gonna have, me personally, I'd rather go ahead and buy now, refinance when the interest rate comes down, and save money on the price of the home. But that's just me. You might have a different strategy. Whatever you're ready to do, let me know when you are ready to do it. I have the best team on the East Coast at my disposal to get you what you need. Let's go. Kind of have to pick your point.
There you go. There you go. Let's go, Craig. Let's go. Let's go. If you need my help, let me know what you need. All right. It is 9:21 in the morning time. We got that moment of clarity out of the way. We done listened to some music. Oh, listen, look what somebody sent me. I need to show y'all this too. Look at what somebody sent me, y'all. Y'all not gonna believe this. I don't know if y'all saw it up on my. I don't know if y'all. Thank you, Craig. Thank you very much. My good man. Damn, where'd it go? Hold on 1 second. All right. Okay, here we go. Look, y'all. Thank you, Craig. You checking in? Okay, I'll hit you up when I get done with this. Okay. Somebody says, yo, you and Craig's thoughts on home style renovation loan versus FHA 203K loan. In your opinion, what's best? I've used 203K several times previously. I only have experience with that 203K. I've never used a home style renovation loan. No, that was me on HBO Snaps, Tammy. That was HBO Snaps back when we used to joan on each other on HBO. That was a long time ago. That was not the Wu-Tang. That was Uncle Jimmy Mack and some other folks. So I'm sorry to go back and forth. So Jay, I've only used a 203K loan, that FHA 203K loan. I just like the fact that that work has to be approved by that HUD, certified, by HUD. And for me, that meant a lot. That meant that I took a little more, right, Michelle? I took a little more confidence and comfort in the fact that this was a government-backed loan or government-backed renovation loan that had sort of some government fail-safes built into it so that, we got the best work. And my experience with that 203K has been great. I've never done a home style renovation loan. None of my clients have ever used one, but I'm sure it's a great product. I'm leaning towards a 203K. There you have it, Craig. I don't know if Craig's chiming in on that one, but that's why I'm at. Anybody else have real estate questions? Let's go. Oh, it's on this morning. What you need to know? I got you. Oh, I got you. Who else got real estate questions? Thanks, Craig. On 66%, this has been some bullshit. Well, let me tell you this. What a guy told me. Business, any business, every business, comes down to how good you are at dealing with problems. At the end of the day, it's all customer service. And how well you are dealing with problems, even though it's your siblings. That's still, there's a customer service part that needs to be done. That sibling needs to make sure that he is made whole at the end of the process. You know, that's that. My dude does wholesaling, and it's my understanding you have to have a real estate license to sell real estate. Your thoughts on wholesaling? Wholesaling is a way to make money in real estate. It is a tough business, just like any other real estate business. It's a lot of work. Wholesaling is the act of taking the deed for someone's home. So you see a property. Let's say an old lady may live in a property, and she's lived in that neighborhood for 40 years, and you know, she's saying, I'm ready to move. You say, okay, cool. Before you go to a realtor, can I hold the deed to your home for 30 days, 60 days, 90 days? And if you let me hold the deed to your home, I will sell your home for the price that you asked me to sell it for. And in what she does, wholesaling is not illegal. It's very legal. What you're really just assigning a contract. So you take the contract, you go get the lady to, now she knows that the house, she wants $200,000 for the house. You happen to know that the house, if it was renovated, can sell for $400,000, right? So you take her contract, you go to your guy who you know who does renovations. A guy like me would buy from the wholesaler, right, for $220,000, right? Then I'm going to take out a loan for the amount of the renovations, maybe $300,000. Therefore, I'm paying off her loan. I'm giving you your 20, and there's another 80 in there for renovations to the home. And then the house is going to sell for $400,000, so I get to make my $100,000 off the deal. The wholesaler made a quick $20,000 off the deal, and all he had to do was assign the deed, assign the contract. He never got his hands dirty with any of the other things. And it's a viable business. It's a viable way to do business. Some people love doing it that way. I don't do it because those 20,000s, you got to string up 5, 6, 10, 20,000 to make the 100,000 that the renovation guy made. You feel what I mean? And 20,000 go quick. I need the 100. Matter of fact, I need 200. I need 500. It's not a scam at all, Tammy. It's not a scam at all, Tammy. It's very legal. It's done all day, every day. Well, think about it like this, Tammy. Let me do the flip. You know, when you go buy a home, when you go get a loan for a home, you use X, Y, and Z Bank. As soon as X, Y, and Z Bank gets that loan, they go sell your loan. They basically wholesaled your loan because they go sell it to a bigger Wall Street entity. They sell that loan and they make, money off of your loan. Happens all day, every day. It happens all day, every day. It happens so much. It is so much the fabric of who we are and what we do in America that we don't even look at it. She said the holding my deed part. You give him permission to hold the deed. You actually legally let him hold the deed. There's no scam to it, and it's a term put on how long he can hold that deed. You understand what I mean? He can't do much with holding the deed. You haven't given him, complete power of attorney. You just assign the deed to him so he can go and get you the money that you need. That's all. Some would argue that is selling real estate without a real estate license. You show the home, but I'm not showing the home. I'm not showing you the home. I just have the deed. I'm not doing any of the marketing that a real estate agent would do. I'm not doing any of the other things. Now, I'm not sure on which different jurisdictions do have different stipulations on what you can and cannot do as far as real estate is concerned with a license and without a license. I hold a license so that I can get out of all of that shit. And if you meet someone who is wholesaling without a license, then you want to look at how robust his wholesaling business is. If you feel, if you feel some kind of way about him not holding a license. But let's see. Do you have to have a license to wholesale real estate? No. A real estate wholesaler does not need to have a real estate license in Maryland if their wholesaling actions do not rise to the level of those of a real estate agent. And yeah. So the duties. So while a real estate wholesaling is not entirely new idea, it is a relatively new phrase within the mainstream of real estate community. Wholesaling houses and other real estate is the process by which a real estate investor agrees to purchase real estate property by placing an earnest money deposit in an escrow account when signing a purchase contract and then selling the rights and obligations delineated in the contract of the real estate deal to a new buyer, often referred to as an end buyer. You're a middleman. You playing the middleman, and you're not doing a lot of the services and the things that a real estate agent would do, and you legally cannot do them. That's the difference. Okay, so boom, he came back with the home style and the 203K. But we'll get back to a dual agent is a middleman of sorts. 1 second, Kev. Craig came back with the answer to the 203K question, and it goes, here's the answer from my lender. Home styles are open to investors. 203Ks are not. So if you're an investor and you're looking to, and you're trying to, let's say, flip a home or whatever, do renovations, you can, and it's not your primary residence. A home style is a conventional higher credit score needed and a little higher down payment. And it doesn't have the same mortgage insurance as a 203K loan. Most people end up going with a 203K because most banks are more familiar with it. They may have whole departments built around that 203K loan and that 203K process. They also have a streamlined and full option, so you can usually get away with a little less paperwork if you're doing less than $30,000 worth of work on the house. I'll check with rate comparisons when they come out today at around 11. 203Ks have been priced more aggressively as of late. Let me know other details would help. Thank you, Craig. So that goes back to Jay, your question, Jay, on the 203K versus the home style loans. I hope that answered that question for you, good my man, my good man. And then Kev asked if a dual agent is a middleman. A dual agent is acting as he is servicing both parts of the transaction. Seller wants to sell their home. Okay, they made me their selling agent. A buyer wants to buy their home. They made me their buyer agent. I'm sitting in a brokerage and I have houses and I have everything. So now I'm a dual agent. Some places there are rules and regulations that go along with a ton of stipulations that go along with dual agency. So it's like a middleman, but it's not like this what we were just talking about with wholesaling at all. This has so many it has so many stipulations written onto it that Because as a buyer agent, I have to understand the buyer process. I have to have a contract with that buyer. I have to have a buyer's agreement. I also have to have a seller's agreement in place. I can't do anything with either one of those people unless I have those in place. Then, if I am a dual agent, I have to disclose to both parties, and both parties have to agree to my dual agency. So let's say this guy wants me to be his agent, this guy wants me to be his agent, but this guy doesn't agree with my dual agency, then I cannot do it. I have to find someone else to service this guy or service that guy. In wholesaling, none of those regulations are there because the wholesaler is not working with the brokerage. He's working with a list of clients that he knows who buy homes and renovate them like that. He's trying to get his money real fast, real quick. So Kev, to make it real simple, it is legal to do. It is not a real estate agent, and he doesn't have the same obligations, and he doesn't do the same services that a real estate agent does. It's just like if you go to Jiffy Lube versus going to your Jiffy Lube, get you in and get you out. Other people take time with your car. This guy sits right in the middle. I remember before Jiffy Lube came out, they was like, that's not going to be a good business. Jiffy Lube everywhere. So some people wholesale. They do it. I know a guy who flips. He wholesales and flips. So sometimes he'll just take the quick 20. Other times he'll take that home. He'll flip it for $50, $60, $70, $80, $100,000. Boom. Okay. Here's some clarity on that one. In Maryland, you cannot represent the seller and the agent, the buyer and the seller in the same transaction. Dual agency is about two agents in a transaction in the same brokerage. So let me expand on that, K. So let's say there's a buyer and there's a seller, right? And all of the stuff, both properties that are about to be bought are going through the same brokerage. Now, this brokerage now represents dual agency. They have a buyer and they have a seller working on the same transaction. That is dual agency. My apologies. My apologies. Thank you, Craig. Thank you, Craig. That's why I fucks with Craig right there. Craig come through. You got me, Kev? Got me, Kev? Boom. Good morning, Makisha. Okay. Ask anybody else have real estate questions. We need some music playing too. Real estate questions. We're taking real estate questions today. This is getting interesting. Craig, I like having you in here. Yeah, tell him all the. Real estate questions. Virginia does dual agency. Yes, Virginia and Delaware. Do you recommend taking a loan out from the mortgage company based on the equity in the house? You mean a home equity line of credit? Here's what I'll say about a home equity line of credit or any other. This is what I'll say about a HELOC or any other loan. Know what you are taking it out for and make sure that you are using it specifically for that. And then make sure you shop diligently for the best loan and something that you can handle. That's what I'm going to say. Do your due diligence. Do your due diligence. Do your due diligence. Do your due diligence. The person that you're going to take this loan out from, or you say you want to take it out from the mortgage company, the person on that side's job is to sell you a mortgage. Your job is to make sure you know what you're getting into when you buy that mortgage. Any loan you take out can be very, very, very good for you and your family. The flip is any loan you take out can be very, very detrimental for you and your family if you don't know what you're doing if you don't know how to use it, if you don't know, haven't read all the fine print, haven't taken care of all of the stipulations, all of the disclosures, and everything that comes along with that loan. With that said, a home equity line of credit can be used for your life. It can be used for your life. You understand? Find out what I've never used one. I've never taken one out. All right. If you want my experience, home equities are good when rates come down and used to improve a house to create more value in that home. Consult us first to see if that is the right move before you remodel is what I recommend. Make sure that, yes. Now, let's talk about remodeling your home. Thank you, Craig. Let's say you take out this home equity line of credit and you want to do some stuff to your home. Make sure you're doing stuff to your home that is going to benefit you in the long run. Once you've used that home equity line of credit, make sure that you are now adding value to your home. You may think that everybody wants a new theater room in their basement, but that might not be the case. You might go to sell that home, and the person who's going to buy that home may be like, I hate home theaters in the basement. So the value of your home went down. You feel me? So do your due diligence, and before you remodel a thing, holler at your boy. Holler at us. Kitchens and bathrooms always increase the value of the home. Yes, start with the kitchen, start with the bathroom. Kitchen and bathroom always increase the value of the home. What else can you do? Your floors. What are your floors looking like? You know what I mean? When's the last time you painted? Do you need a new roof? What's that roof? What's happening with that roof? That AC? Some of that hot water heater. You may consider, putting a new hot water heater in there, or some new stuff in that house, some new, if you have plumbing problems, you might want to fix that before you try to put the house on the market. That driveway is cracked, and you might not have curb appeal. You might want to spend a little money on taking care of some curb appeal before you sell the home. Carpet or hardwood, which sells homes better? People love the hardwood, but these days it's easier to put that in. But certain bed, in their bedroom they want carpet. They want carpet in their bedrooms. I don't have which sells better. It depends. All of these questions you're asking, it sort of depends. These are things that, depending on the market, depending on where you live, depending on what the neighbor's house looks like, what the comps are doing, what the other homes in that neighborhood, in that section in the market look like, what the buyers are used to nowadays. If you walked in and you had a pink tile bathroom that looks like it's out of 1966 versus a bathroom that looks like it just got renovated yesterday, you see the difference. So a blacktop versus a concrete. What do the neighbors have in the neighborhood? What does everybody else have? Do they have blacktops or do they have concrete? I know my neighborhood, everybody in our neighborhood has blacktop. My neighbor over here, he put concrete down because he's a hot rod enthusiast, and he was like, I gotta keep replacing that blacktop every 3 to 5 years. Nah, I'm not doing that. He wouldn't put concrete in. The homeowners association, been on his ass for 12 years now. He's like, well, that's what it's gonna be. A home back generator increase the value of your home. It may or it may not. Here's what I'll say. Increasing the value of your home is something that you don't do with whimsical things. You do with things that people need and are going to use every single day. Like the next home buyer it says, okay, we have a back generator on this home. And they be like, okay, but what if we never use it? I don't feel like paying for it if I'm never going to use it. How many times did the other person use it? They used it once in 10 years. So now I got to pay for it. No, I don't want that. That was a bad investment on that. You see what I mean? You never know what someone else is going to want. However, you need a kitchen. You need a bathroom. You need storage space. Every house needs a kitchen, a bathroom, storage space. You know what I mean? Right. So if you live in a place where there's a lot of power outages, then that becomes a selling point. Y'all know how I do the banging and booing. I'm always talking about free parking and free parking and free parking. While a lot of people, they don't even put that on their flyers or in their advertisement. I knew that was a plus for me because you got to park your car. When you come out, you have to park your car, and my parking is free. It's not $20. You're not going down and then got to walk a block. Nah, you park right there and then you walk up to the door, and it's free. You know what I'm saying? Folks, we tend to believe that staging is mandatory. When selling a home, staging is mandatory. Is what we practice over here at Northrop Realty. Staging is mandatory. No one wants to look at a house anymore. It's just like the evolution of YouTube. Back in the day, when you used to go on YouTube, they just threw any video up. Have you seen a YouTube video now? Even the thumbnail that you click on looks like a Hollywood production. People are using HD cameras. There's screens. There's shit moving throughout the screen. There's cuts. There's edits. There's all that other stuff. So should you do stay? Oh, Lord. What just happened? Oh, camera done died. I ain't plugged the camera up again. All right, it's time to get out of here. 9:47. 9:47. What is the standard price for home appraisals? A couple $100. You better get that appraisal done. Uh-huh. Somebody just said, listen, hey, anybody in the DMV, I hate to shift gears. Anybody in the DMV, if you see my bus, they now put me on the side of a bus. I'm on the side of the bus. If you see my picture on the side of the bus, please take a picture for me. Take a photo and send it to me. I haven't seen it, and I want to see me on the bus. They got me down in the metro too. Ah! Craig, I'm out here on the sides of buses. Uh-huh. The DMV zone, we on the side of the metro bus. Ah! I done blown up on them. If you see a picture, take a picture of it. Please. Don says he didn't get an appraisal or a home inspection. I need a miracle. Yes, you do. Listen, I'm going to say it like this. An appraisal and a home inspection is going to cost you together, close to $1,000 together. Don't skip on that. Don't skip. You spend this $1,000 to save yourself $100,000. You spend this $1,000 to save yourself $200,000, $300,000, $400,000, $500,000. If that inspection comes back and says the home that you fell in love with has water damage, then you can negotiate this water damage. But if you forego that inspection and you buy this home and then you get in there in 3 weeks, 3 months, 3 years into it, you find out, oh, this house has been having water damage for the past 37 years. And you didn't get an inspection, that is on you. You understand? Do not skip these inspections or the appraisal. Now the appraisal is going The appraisal's for, to make sure that you buying the house the right price. And if you got to, get a couple of appraisals. Because you know that there's appraisal bias in America. African Americans have been falling prey to appraisal bias. It doesn't happen that often, but it happens often enough for us to make sure that we know what we're doing when we get into it. It doesn't happen too often. I got a great appraisal on my home and my properties, but it's something to keep your eye out for. And it's something that you better do. We as African Americans are not in the habit of spending money to make sure that we saving money. But I found in business that these small pieces of money, $1,000, $2,000 here and there, may save your ass $300,000. So I spend it quick. I don't even think about it. You feel what I mean? Name, image, and likeness. Did you have to sign that over to the DMV? I signed over for the life of the contract. They have use of my name and likeness, but they do not have exclusive use of my name and likeness. Other people's contracts have they exclusive. DMV Zone and Fox Corporation has the exclusive rights to use my name and likeness in anything that pertains to news programming for the station and the network. I cannot do anything in conflict with that. So you can't see me go over to Channel 7 and they use my name and likeness for something for Channel 7. However, it's a great question that Kevin asked. I'm sorry. However, for social media, for radio, if I have commercials running on other TV stations for my other businesses, I'm not in conflict. But in all good faith, me as being as smart as I am, I would never put a commercial on another. I would never run a commercial on another network, on a competing network. I would run the commercials on mine. I bring that right in house, Captain. And when you get into business with anyone in media, your name and likeness, to some degree, they're gonna have they get the rights to use it because they can't do promotions without it. If I hadn't signed that over, they can't do the bus. They can't do. Matter of fact, every day when I go on air, I would have to sign a new contract every morning before I went on air because that's my name and my likeness is the business. So yeah, Kev, I had to sign that over to them partially. It was something that we had to negotiate. Is it beneficial to get an appraisal after a renovation? Yes. So you want to know how much your home the value of the home is increased. So let's say you spent $30,000 in renovations. How much did that $30,000 gain you in equity? What's the word I'm looking for? Craig just used it earlier. In the price of the home. How much extra did it get you? So if you spent $30,000, did that equal another $60,000, $90,000 in value for the home? You put new kitchens and new bathrooms in a home that was already in good shape anyway. Oh, that $30,000 that you spent on a home may have increased the value by $90,000, $100,000. You never know. So that's what the appraisal comes in. Yes, and yes, Nick. And I'm sure you can't be in cars listening to hip hop music and flashing guns. No, I cannot, Nick. All right, y'all. It's 9:54. It's time for me to get up out of here. Get your tickets. Nakia said she bought them tickets soon as she saw that my man Eddie was on this show. This show is gonna be sick. We're going to have a great time. Hey, Craig, thanks for dropping in today. Y'all, I'm going to make sure that I charge this camera right now. I'll see y'all later. Let's run a video. I got to find a video because I cleaned up my desktop yesterday. Y'all be really proud of me because I cleaned up my whole desktop. You understand me? It looks so nice and neat now. You hear me? It looks so nice and neat. Where's the video? And now I can't find none of the stuff that I'm looking for, of course. Of course, now I can't find the videos that I'm looking for. I wanted to run that Daily Bread video, and now I can't find it. It is, whatever it is, who knows? Where the hell? And now I can't, Dad, you know what? Let's do this.
Don't judge me.
I said he don't like me, she don't like me. Everybody seems to want me. Gone, gone, gone. But fuck it, they wrong, wrong, wrong. I said he don't like me and she don't like me. Everybody seems to want me. Gone, gone, gone. But fuck it, man, all y'all wrong. Caught up in the characters of America's fucked up narrative. They say the straight black man in the black community is a terrorist. Straight black man can't never win. Straight black man is gon' need a therapist. Cause the straight black man is the worst that it's ever been. Blaming me for shit I ain't never did. Man, can't a nigga ever live? Can't a nigga ever live? I been out here killing it. Still trying to sell me that I'm ignorant. Demon can't tell I'm different and diligent. Demon can't tell what a nigga been born suspect, what a nigga been innocent. Man up on them and they mark you as militant. Mark you as mad and belligerent. Man, fuck y'all images, fuck they images. He don't like me, she don't like me. Everybody seems to want me. Gone, gone, gone. But fuck it, they wrong, wrong, wrong. I said he don't like me and she don't like me. Everybody seems to want me. Gone, gone, gone. But fuck it, man, all y'all wrong. Who you calling a bitch though? What is you calling her a bitch for? Watch that bitch glow, watch that bitch blow. See, that's the part there that you didn't know. Getting mo. Why you hating on her black girl magic? Her black girl drive, all her black girl savage. So divine that she had to hashtag it. Her life matters and she had to have at it. She been out here killing it. Hitting figure, but you acting like she ignorant. Paying her less, still magnificent. Watch her shatter that glass into little bits. Master degrees while you mastering mad. Master a master, holding you back. Master a madness and average. Basic and tragic, trash in her passion. I said he don't like me, she don't like me. Everybody seems to want me. Gone, gone, gone. But fuck it, they wrong, wrong, wrong. I said he don't like me and she don't like me. Everybody seems to want me. Gone, gone, gone. But fuck it, man, all y'all wrong. You done blackball me, redline me, whitewash me, still can't define me. Try and dick me down and then still deny me. Yeah, try and fuck me, sneak up behind me, but boom, I ain't bought up blindly, so boom, you ain't gotta remind me, cause bitch, my mind be like a flower in bloom. Sky with a room, that's the life assignment, and whom, what's and never should try me, then boom, big boom from what's behind me. Full pack of black excellent facts, black excellent acts, black excellent stats.